Welcome everyone again. It's AndyBear.
It's MaxiBull and today's 26th of October. We welcome you on a private investor opportunities channel.
Yeah, the last video on the channel was very interesting. So after this video, I watched the previous one because I shared our system and how you can successfully trade despite of our forecast, because whatever forecast is, the main rule for the successful trading is follow the market, not follow your ideas, what you think, but we follow the market. If it's ideas matching your market, beautiful. And now it's MaxiBull tells you interesting news.
Okay, here the UPRO chart. The UPRO, is 3x multiplied the SPY index ETF. So today we see that the full correction has been finished, and it looks like it's a way up. However, today will be not so bullish. Before continuing, I will explain the trend line, which was crossed in the middle of September, which it's now, the price now touched that. So it might be a good resistance point. The price will move up. Eventually, it will cross it, but not now. I will explain why. Let's first discuss remember what's happening, which shares are included into SPY index. So Apple, Microsoft, other security companies, other finance companies, the most important and viable companies in the American market are included. Okay, and let me now go to the shares, so individual shares charts. You know, when all the shares goes up, the index goes up. When the shares goes down, the index goes down.
The two major companies you forget to mention, it's Google and Amazon and Tesla.
Of course, I haven't forgot them. I will touch them a bit later. Give me time. Give me time, Andy. Okay, now we go to Apple. For example, Apple has caught a local resistance point. It's not too strong, however, it bounced from that. So that's an expectation. It's the direction downwards will continue, down to the below channel line, which stops at 141, and then we can expect the bounce back up to 160. That correlates with the UPRO chart. For example, if the price goes down a bit and then breaks the line, that will be the most likely scenario. Let me show another one. FTNT, which also is included into the index. The same situation. It bounced from the level. It wasn't able to create a higher high, so I expect it go a bit down a bit for $10 price, and then break it up. The reason why I put this arrow in the air is that I used the Fibonacci chart to predict this point and somewhere in the future. The same situation happens in Microsoft, which is also a big capitalized player on the market. The same, it reversed a bit back downwards to this particular level. So this level at 305.98. So it reversed back to bounce and then come back. So every price movement happens in that way. So the wave, then retraction, then another impulse. So we expect another impulse come in the adjacent days. Okay, Andy, can you show the exact position regarding Tesla?
Okay, it's also mention about, from my view, about SP 500 and what I expect. MaxiBull, we mentioned about Fibonacci levels, and what I'll try to play around with SP 500 and what I found. So if it's the previously, remember the correction started then Fibonacci levels. I'll show you. The previous correction started when Fibonacci levels perfectly matched the last big leg, and I demonstrated and demonstrate you here as well. So you see this, every correction touched the Fibonacci level. This, and this. So you see this, all Fibonacci level perfectly matched the correction point. It means this leg of the movement harmonized. It's like, you know, Fibonacci everywhere, from shells, clouds, everywhere in the crystals. It's like the geometry of our universe. So believe it or not, but it works very well. So now, if you wanted to check and what's going on with the top when we draw the Fibonacci level from the bottom to,
you need to reverse it. You need to reverse it.
No. It's you'll see soon. To this level. Perfectly. So 4,840 something. If you click, I didn't believe it. I thought it's from this level we already did the movement down. But look, if it's 61%, perfectly matched these 2 points. After 50%, top. After 38%, kind of a resistance and support perfectly. And 23% resistant and support. So there's something about 4,800 something 40 could be the another like harmonic potential top of the market. Moreover, if you look at another graph, which actually are very popular right now, if you get this from a Bloomberg Finance, this graph, it means there's a lots of traders looking for the expectation 4,800 as well. So 4,800 as well, expectation is a new top. And from there, it can go down. What we have to take into consideration, that's first of all, we have in November monetary policy meeting, Federal Reserve monetary policy meeting. Secondly, we have to take into consideration that US Treasuries slowly crawling up. If it's crawling, it's going, it's eventually will hit this top. And the inflation expectation can really badly hit all investors. And secondly, if you go back to SP 500 again, or index SPX, it's all the similar products. So all correction usually happened from the highest level, or like this, with a good correction was. And as I mentioned in our previous videos, So the reversal point are really pretty sharp. So it's almost everyone panicking or everyone in euphoria. And it was happened before. If you look at the previous, also was kind of euphoria. It's kind of a non-stop up and euphoria appeared. So right now we're kind of in euphoria point, and all earnings didn't really finish yet, despite of today American time, or it's Australian yesterday time. Facebook reported earnings. Actually, it's not really like excited, but still investors just snapped the shares of the Facebook. I expected this was a different reaction, but again, it's the market. Market knows where to go, and today is Apple, or not today. It's today Google. Also soon will be Amazon and Apple. So up to end of the Federal Reserve decision, which is in November. So unfortunately, because we broke this level and because it sits on a high, and it's like in the previous cycles, it's breaking, can be consolidation, eventually can go up. At least we will get another top, 4,600, and after over 700. So something I see this, it should be like a continuation. That's the movement up. This is the market decided. If it's the market maybe wrong eventually, but still it's a decision, lots of money, easy. And as for Tesla, look, there is a Tesla rocket. It's going to nowhere, and price earning ratio is just will be crazy as previously. The Tesla actually they break the record of the price earning ratio. So the recently, before it was here, the Tesla reached price earning ratio was 1,000. It means if you invest $1 in the company, you will get back $1 in 1,000 years. Right now it sits about 540. And what I would like also to pay attention at the our system. So we have a free our indicators. This his advantage of the free lines. You see the yellow, magenta, and blue line. So that indicators actually reacting on the price movement faster than the moving average. With moving average having delay, especially when the market change direction. So the system, as you can see, change direction almost from beginning of October, and still if it's free lines on one side of a share or like it's instrument, it means is like clear trend. Now it's a clear that it's a bullish trend. Before it was a clear bearish trend. So who knows? So that's I can make a decision. So they change in my forecast when eventually the price will hit and cross all these three lines. So they have three different logics, and they're not moving average. There are three different logics, and going up you can adjust, and it's Bollinger Bands also telling you. So it's over. We're now over Bollinger Bands. So that's I can. With MaxiBull slightly agree, but it's scrolling. The problem with share like this, it's moving like this, is scrolling. Average, if it's the instrument with crawling, it can crawl slowly but steady for a long time, and this is what's happened before, and this is I'm worried. If it's moving like this, it can change the trade very quickly. But when it's crawling, it can crawl like here, it's pretty long time until it's happened like kind of a flip real. So right now there's no flip. So this was also kind of like a horizontal crawling on, it's doing nothing. It's slowly crawling down. You see, there is the most like a steady, slow movement. Actually, it's not, and right now it's nothing changed. It's in the Bollinger Bands and on the up. Indicators are going, so the prediction up. So it could be like some kind of a bit more potential until it will be very sharp reversal point. But right now there is no resistance. So it's market happy. All the bears disappeared. And this is Ethereum. This is from me.
Okay. So, thank you, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, for watching us.
We share our ideas about the individual shares and the indexes. I think our point of view, would be interested for you.
Thank you for watching us, ladies and gentlemen, and see you tomorrow.
Bye.